A good day to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this multimedia video presentation of the Comparative Classical Arabic Music documentary. My name is Fawzi Zidan of Multimedia Publishing Company, the organization that is responsible for the research and publication of this educational and entertaining musical work. We are a web-based Southern California educational publishing establishment dedicated to preserving and promoting cultural musical heritage. This presentation is the culmination of several years of research, documentation, and compilation of information about classical Arabic music. The series of lectures in this presentation about comparative Arabic music is considered, in my opinion, one of the most extensive and exhaustive research in the study of classical Arabic music. It involves a brief historical description of Arabic music history, then delves in details into the musical maqamat and modes, musical forms, rhythms, and musical compositions. The comparative aspect of this presentation involves the discussion of the usage of the various maqamat, musical forms, rhythms, and musical compositions in the Middle East, including Turkey and Iran, as well as the Arab regions of North Africa. We have relied heavily on several publications about classical Arabic music that were published in the US and the Arab world. Notably among them, the School of Music and Dance, University of California in San Diego, the UNESCO collection, Modern Music and Improvisation, written by Habib Hassan Touma, Comparative Arabic Music in the Middle East and North Africa, an audio documentary researched and compiled by Dr. Saleh Al-Mahdi of the Republic of Tunis. A very diverse art form, Arabic music, and later on we will show the close relationship with Turkish and Persian music, is listened to in a very vast region of the world, from the Atlantic Ocean in North Africa to the far reaches of Central Asia, and from Asia Minor, present-day Turkey and the Islamic republics of the former Soviet Union in the north, to Central Africa and the Arabian Peninsula in the south. The Arabic music as it is known today in the Near East and North Africa is the product of an evolutionary art form that may have started as far back as the Greek civilization. Any student of history can testify to the contributions of the various cultures and political powers to the evolution of this art form. The Near East, North Africa, and regions around the Mediterranean have witnessed the intermingling of cultural and artistic knowledge throughout ancient and modern history. From the Greek, the Phoenicians, the Roman and the Persian empires, to the Islamic Empire and later the Ottomans and Europeans, a diverse musical heritage has emerged, a rich heritage indeed, and one that is deserving of flourishing and survival, so future generations may know and enjoy. Historical notes. In this section we will discuss briefly some of the historical notes that pertain to the origin and some historical evolution of the classical Arabic music. Arabic music of the distant past took on a special significance among scientists and philosophers, and was given ample attention as a science and as an art. Among those notables were Abu Nasr al-Farabi and Ali ibn Sina of the Arab East, and Abu Bakr ibn al-Sayr, who was known by Ibn Bajjah in the Andalus of Old Spain, and the likes were many. Kings and princes were delving into music, and a notable Khalifa, Ibrahim ibn al-Mahdi, and his sister Ulayya, both were the children of the Abbasid Khalifa al-Mahdi, and the brother and sister of the well-known Khalifa Harun al-Rashid, were the ones to head the school of musical renewal during their times. Arabic music had gone since those days through a period of stagnation, during which known historical personalities have avoided it or have shown little serious interest until the 1930s of the last century. In the early 30s, in 1932 to be exact, A symposium and a convention for Arabic music were held in the city of Cairo, after which many institutions and organizations were formed throughout the Arab countries to revive the classical Arabic music. Consequently, the International Organization for the Arts, which is a part of the UNESCO, have become the benefactor of this art form and established an international institution in Berlin to care for, preserve, and promote Oriental music, where Arabic music is an integral part. The Arab League has also established a special organization for Arabic music and was in the process of establishing an international institution in the city of Al-Manster in the Republic of Tunis. And here we're also contributing to these efforts with this series of recordings through which we will introduce brief historical notes and studies of the maqamat, which is called Tubu' in North Africa, as well as studies in rhythms and musical forms supported by many musical examples taken from the musical heritage of the various Arab countries, Turkey and Iran. As we go back to the time before Islam in the Arabian Peninsula, we will find the extreme attention and care given by the tribes to the many musical personalities of that era. They were invited to join the caravans that traveled north twice a year, which were told by the Holy Quran, and were requested to sing along a musical style called al-hida, which camels have responded to and traveled long distances without rest and enduring grueling conditions. History tells us that some of the al-hida singers have persisted in singing with these caravans for long periods, where camels have fallen and died of exhaustion, upon which they were punished by the Khalifa al-Ma'mun for their actions. The 6th century was a time when the Arabs came in contact with other forms of music. The Persian laborers who were brought to help build and repair the Kaaba were the ones to introduce Persian music to Arabia, singing while working, of course. The proliferation of Islam have brought with it an appreciation for good sound and music, and the Prophet Muhammad was always complimentary of those with good voices. It was told that once the Prophet Muhammad was praising Abu Musa al-Ash'ari for having a voice like of that produced by a flute from the house of David. The Prophet has also appointed Bilal the Ethiopian to be the first mu'adhin